What's good, gang? It's your boy Cert. I'm back with another episode of Everything Certified. On this episode, just want to chop it up a little bit about this brand new ASAP Rocky album, Don't Be Dumb. It just dropped this past Friday. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First off, man, I want to chop it up about the top tracks. I'm going to go give a rundown, no particular order. First up, we got Helicopters. So Helicopters was the lead single from this project. It was that high energy, gives you that high energy that Rocky brings every album. So Helicopters was nothing short of what we usually get from Rocky. He pays homage to P.D. Pablo's Raise Up, with the take your shirt off, spin around your head like a helicopter. The video which was crazy. The video is a 3D video. The director of the video, he went a little bit in depth on the video and the behind the scenes. Rocky made a disclaimer just letting everybody know that the video wasn't AI, because in this day and age, everybody thinks that everything is AI. So he had to give that disclaimer and just let everybody know that he dipped deep into the creativity bag and hooked up with a director who just brought this video to life, man. I love the video. So Helicopters was a dope track. Next track we have is Stole Your Flow. So this track, this is probably one of my favorite tracks off of the album. I want to say people got a hold of this track probably about 2023. And Rocky was, on this track, of course, sending a couple of shots at a couple of different rappers. Some people say he was sending some shots at Travis Scott. Some people say he was sending some shots at Drake. But man, Rocky is on this track and it just breathes confidence. He's talking that talk. He's on here and it's just confidence. He's flexing. Rocky is probably one of the most creative rappers there is, one of the most artistic rappers there is. So he just on that flexing, man, saying that if you stole his flow, you got to pay at least 10%. He got a couple of other lines on there, man, but Rocky really on there just popping his shit, man. I love it. High energy track. Probably one of my favorites. I want to say probably one of my top three of the project. So definitely a dope track. Next up, we have No Trespassing. So No Trespassing is probably my top track thus far. It is just amazing production, man. I think the production is what stands out the most for me on this track. This is an amazing track. Rocky is, again, coming with the versatile flow, switching up the flow. The thing with Rocky is that you don't know what type of cadence or what type of flow he's going to bring every track. But one thing that you do know is that he's going to switch it up every track throughout the track. And this was nothing less of what Rocky gives us every time. So No Trespassing, man, is a fun track, high energy joint. So I'm loving that joint. Next up, we got Stop Snitching, which is featuring Sauce Walker, man. And man, let me just say, bro, I was sleeping on Sauce. Sauce is probably one of my top features on the album thus far. Sauce is on there talking his talk. The thing about Sauce is that every track that you get from him, you know it's him immediately, from the ad libs to the flow, to just the confidence that he brings every track. Sauce is one of those Houston underground legends that everybody seems to know about, man. So Sauce came on this track and he was walking on it, man. From the jump out the gate, you get those ad libs that you usually get from Sauce. It just, he comes with it immediately out the gate, giving you that high energy. And it's definitely gonna make me tap into his catalog a little bit more. Next up is the intro track, man, Order of Protection. This is probably, again, in my top three. So that's going to be my top three right there. Stop Snitching, No Trespassing, and then Order of Protection. three solid tracks, man. But Order of Protection just opens up the album with man, with just Rocky giving us just a life update on everything that's been happening with him. You know, it's been a long time coming with this album. So, you know, he gives us a update right out the gate. You know, it's just coming with a consistent flow. The flow is choppy. I love the flow in this song. And he's also, you know, again, talking that shit. Give me kind of the feel of Kendrick Lamar's Whacked Out Murals. Give me that same type of energy. But Rocky comes out the gate and he talking, man. He really popping some some mafia type shit, man. So I love it. I love the energy that Rocky on coming out the gate. I love that this is the intro track. It's that bravado that you need in rap. And Rocky is giving 110% of that energy. And then last but not least, man, my honorable mention is Robbery featuring Doechii. They sample Duke Ellington in this track, and it's a jazz classic. Those who know jazz and those who listen to it, y'all know this without even thinking about it. As soon as the track comes on, Rocky comes in and he's rapping over this jazz, and it's crazy, man. It's a crazy sample. To even get this sample cleared is crazy on Rocky's part. So shout out to his team on getting this sample cleared. But yeah, man, this is a fun track, man. It's a fun track. Him and Doechii going back and forth in that second part of the song is probably one of my favorite points on the album. It feels like their energy is like they almost feel like twin flames. It's almost like they're feeding off of each other, and it's amazing. I love the track. Love the homage to Duke Ellington. Love the entire skit and the playful energy on the track. It's an off the wall concept, and you love to see that in hip hop. You love to see people come in and test the waters with different concepts, and they definitely did that with this song. So Robbery is probably another one of my favorites. An honorable mention, but I'll toss it in my top five off the project. Next up, I want to hop into my favorite feature. So my favorite feature is probably gonna come down to Sauce Walka and Doechii. Between those two, they probably gave the most energy, the high energy, bar riddled verses. Sauce is again walking the track down. His flow, the delivery, ad libs, everything is just confident, man. So between him and Doechii, I'm probably leaning a little more towards Sauce Walka, but Doechii definitely did a thing. They probably my top two features off the project. Next up, I want to hop into talking about the production. He got some heavy hitters on here. You got production from Cardo Got Wings. You got production from Harry Fraud. You got production from Hit Boy. Then you got the sample clearance from the Duke Ellington estate. So he pulled out all stops on the production on this project. There's some other producers on this project that I didn't name, but overall, man, it's an amazing lineup of producers, versatile production throughout the project. No track sounds the same. You get a different type of feel, every track. You got Rocky on the project actually producing some of the tracks himself, which is dope to see. You love to see artists get into that producer bag when they can. And Rocky didn't miss the mark on the production on this project as well. So shout out to the production team, man. Shout out to Rocky for going out there and getting some high quality, heavy hitting producers to produce this masterpiece. So my overall rating on this project, the things that I talk about when I'm talking about rating a project, the things that you want to think about is versatility. You want to think about range. You want to think about the skits. You want to think about the production, the risks that the artist took on creating this project. Um, you know, every track sounds full. You got extremely cinematic videos for this project thus far. And then, you know, the overall feel is just amazing, man. The project feels it feels great from start to finish. It feels full from start to finish. You got skits, you got the Tim Burton touch, man. To get Tim Burton to actually do the cover art, to get Tim Burton to direct one of your videos for this project is an amazing flex. It's a big flex. And shout out to Rocky and the team for taking that risk on this project. A lot of the songs are not even your typical type of sound in hip hop. So, you know, I love to see artists taking a risk. I love to see artists go out on a ledge and give us different sounds. You got a different sound in songs like Punk Rocky. Overall, you just got a different batch of producers for this project that bring this project together to sound like a completely full project. So, man, shout out to Rocky on this project. My overall rating for this project is an 8. I'm leaning more towards like a 8, 8.5, but I'm gonna land at an 8 on this project. It's a couple of songs on here that aren't for me, but you know, I understand the direction he was going with those songs. I understand what he's going for with those songs. So overall, man, the project is an amazing project. Rocky is in his bag as far as the raps, as far as the cadence, flows, versatility, his range. You got songs like The End. You got, you know, songs like Helicopters, which is just two different sides of the spectrum. Rocky gives you a little bit of everything on this album. He is deep in the versatility bag on this album, and overall, man, I like this project a lot. So shout out to everybody that was involved with this project. Shout out to all the features, man. Rocky got into a deep bag with the features, got into the deep bag with the production, the Tim Burton touch, and overall, man, it's a great project for me. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. Wanted to chop it up with y'all about this project. I'm gonna be spinning it for a good amount of time. Definitely going into my rotation of music. Y'all make sure to tune in to the page. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tap that notification bell to get notified every time I drop a video. Tune in, man. I got some great things up next. Peace.